Today, the concept that I would love to explore with you is the concept of being versus doing. I've admitted to you how I'm a little bit of a taskmaster, and definitely I would characterize myself as a doer, a very strong doer. And I know that about myself, that for a very huge part of my life, I didn't value being at all. I didn't see it as even something necessary. I thought of being as something lazy and very passive. And as a result, I spent all this time getting things done and achieving and go, go, go. And what's very interesting, when I changed my life drastically and started to slow things down and really see how I wanted to live my life more intentionally, this idea of being kept emerging for me, right? Who was I being? And I recognized that I needed to spend some time developing that, developing who I was being, and getting aligned with that part of myself. Again, getting back in touch with who I am at the core. And what's very interesting is I also realized that we don't value that. As a society, we don't value that. I want you to do this experiment. I want you, the next time you're networking or you're with a whole bunch of people and somebody asks you how you're doing, try on these two responses and see how people respond to what you're saying. I want you to tell people, oh my God, I'm so busy. I have so many clients. I barely have time to sleep because I'm getting so much stuff done and I'm just out there, nonstop, go, 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 go. I can barely sleep. Make it really dramatic. And you'll see the responses that you'll get from people. People value that. We think of that, we think of, wow, she must really have it going on. She must really be successful. Now I want you to try on the other response, which is tell people that you went away on a retreat and you spent time reflecting. You spent time thinking about whether or not, how you're showing up in the world, whether or not you're being a good person, whether or not you're contributing to the world. And I want you to see the responses that you're going to get from that. Do we value introspection and reflection and getting in touch with ourselves? And if you're even cringing as I'm even saying that, I want you to think about why that is. Why have we created a society where we don't even value being? And as a result, then, isn't it obvious how we've become almost disconnected with our humanity? If we give recognition and almost place on a pedestal those of us who are doing, getting things done, and not people who are spending any time in cultivating being, then doesn't that show up in the results? In the lack of humanity sometimes that's expressed? So I want you to think about that, and I want you to think about it in your own life. How does that show up for you? Where do you gravitate towards? Maybe you gravitate towards being. So it's not an either or, it's an and. Where do you place the value? How do you balance the two in your life? I want you to share that with me in the comments below.